I'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. A lot happening. Mr. City Council President Bernard Jack Young, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fine.
East Baltimore's finest.
Baltimore City's finest.
Baltimore City's finest. Okay. What's happening around town?
Well, you know, on December the 10th at 5 o'clock, I'm having my annual Toys for Tot giveaway, where the toys are going to be donated to the Marines, who's going to distribute those toys to children who actually live in Baltimore City. Last year we had a great event. We had plenty of toys. This year we want to do two trucks. We did one truck last year, and we're hopeful to get 2 trucks this year. So that's what's happening right now.
Okay, so we're not going to get you to comment on who you like for governor or
well, you know,
president of Africa. We're going to leave the politics alone.
After you know, a lot of thought, you know, I'm going to support Anthony Brown.
We have a Christmas present.
And Ken Allman.
We knew that.
You didn't know that because Donnie, you know, earlier I was leaning towards Gansler.
Why?
Because I felt that Gansler would make the necessary changes that I felt we need to make to move the state forward. After talking with Anthony Brown and talking to Ken Allman about what I felt my priorities are for Baltimore City, I think that they clearly understood that I love Baltimore City, and the next governor, whoever he or they may be, going to have to deal with us in Baltimore City because we have a lot of issues that are state-driven. They're not Baltimore City-driven. We have people from all over the state that have come to Baltimore City with all kinds of issues, as you know, drug treatment, because we have some of the best drug treatment, and they tend to stay here. You know, we have the state's poor, but they tend to come to Baltimore City because they know they can get the benefits a lot quicker right here in Baltimore City. So, you know, Baltimore City is going to be a player in this race, and they're trying to write off Baltimore City, but we're going to be a player in this governor's race.
Both sides. Neither one has a Baltimore candidate. I mean, they still say Dutch Rupertsberg is looking at the race.
Well, Dutch Rupertsberg is in Congress. He haven't made any overtures to me or any member of the council that he's planning on running.
So with a Governor Anthony Brown, the first black governor of Maryland, we can expect more black millionaires.
Well, I would hope so. I would hope so.
And we can expect some brand new schools, another $1 billion for Baltimore City and Prince George's County schools.
Anyway, and you know Montgomery County now is asking for the same deal that Baltimore City has. So, you know.
But we're closing schools. I don't understand that part. We got $1 billion last General Assembly, $1.1 billion, but we're closing schools now.
Well, Donnie, you know, I don't agree in closing schools because I believe that as Baltimore City's population grows, those same schools that we're closing, we're probably going to need. But also, you know that the state is driving the city to close some of these schools. So it's not that the school system actually want to close them. They are mandated by the state to close schools.
Well, I never got a chance to ask you, but they're taking, you know, historic names off of schools.
I don't agree with that. I really don't.
William Penderhughes.
I made that known to the school system, and I think we're going to work through the council process to see how we can correct that, because any school name changes need, in my opinion, to come through the City Council of Baltimore.
Baltimore City Police.
Well, Donnie, you know that I'm pro-police. I believe that the police are good for the city because they have to protect and serve. But also recognize that we have to make sure we get the bang for our buck. Now, the police overtime is $27-point-something million, which might topple $30 million, almost more than the Recreation and Parks budget. I think we have a reactionary police department instead of proactive, and I want to see the police department be proactive by going back to foot patrol, where they can get to know the community, get to engage community, and if the police is talking to everybody, can't one person be targeted? So I believe in foot patrol, and I believe that we have one of the finest police departments anywhere that you can find them. But the overtime that I'm seeing with the escalation of homicides and shootings is unsettling for me.
$600,000, that's what they started closing recs. The mayor said that there was a $600,000 shortfall, $10 billion on the Hot Wheels set, the Grand Prix, my bad, and but we're thinking of charging children to go to recs. Any thoughts?
Well, you know, with the rec centers, you know, there are grants that kids could use. And if you look at Baltimore County and the surrounding counties, for programs that we give for free, they charge. I'm not advocating
if I'm a patient,
I'm not advocating charging our kids for recreational opportunities.
Well, what's the lottery money for? What's all the money for? Schools are closing.
Money's supposed to be for school construction and those kind of things. But you know, we don't control the state. We don't control the lottery money.
But we sure swing an election.
Well, that's state. You know, we don't control the lottery money and how that money is divvied up. That's state mandated, but we do.
But don't we vote for some of these people?
Yes, we do. We vote for them. Well, I think, Donnie, what you need to do is go and ask the state representative, because I represent the city of Baltimore as a local elected official, not a state official.
Okay, all right. The holiday. Come on, the holiday party's on the 10th. You win. You're the king.
I'm not the king. I work for the people. I work for you, Donnie. You know, so you know.
But the celebration is next Tuesday, the 10th.
Next Tuesday at 5 o'clock is Toys for Tots, and all the toys will be going to the Marines Toy for Tot program, and all of the toys are earmarked for Baltimore City children.
Good deal. We wish you the absolute best. There's so much going on in the city of Baltimore. We thank you for taking the time out to speak with us.
Thank you too, and I want to say happy holiday to everyone.
Good deal. Keep watching BMoreNews.com.